action this time around, and how determined are you to get back to another final and first to get through this time?
I think semi-final, first and foremost. But yeah, we are very determined. It's an important competition. It always has been from the beginning. We've always shown that respect by putting the strongest team available out at the time to get to where we are now. And obviously Hearts are the next challenge for us. And we'll go down to Edinburgh in a couple of hours with the strongest possible squad to get the job done.
You're going to a state that you haven't been able to win it this season. You're going to maybe trying to prove a point after what happened last time?
The only thing we have to prove is that the real Rangers are there for the challenge, because I was pretty strong in my assessment of the last 90 minutes there. I didn't recognise the performance. But Hearts have beat us once since we've been here, so they're a good team. We respect them. But more often than not, we've gone there and we've shown the real Rangers and got the outcome of the game that we've wanted. So hopefully the real Rangers will turn up tomorrow. If we do, I'm confident we'll be okay.
Given what happened midweek, does that boost that you're going in the best sort of confidence?
Well, it should do, because we've come through to real big challenges as a group. Braga over both legs. We're a very dangerous team with top quality individual players, and they've got a real interesting way of playing, and they've had a lot of domestic success by doing that, by winning a cup final and moving from mid-table to third and beating all the top opposition in their league, comfortable home and away. So to come through both ties the way we have, the players should take confidence and belief from that. But and I know Hearts will pose a different type of challenge in a different environment, and we need to make sure that we're recovered physically and mentally for that test.
After that good game against Braga at home, or the good result, not being able to follow up against St Johnstone, you were able to do it against Braga away. Is it trying to get that run now and that consistency?
I think we're looking for that level of consistency that we had from the beginning of the season to the break. I think we've shown flashes and individual performances that we can get back to that. But the idea from now till the end of the season is to try and find that consistency. Can we find that level and that team performance on a regular basis from now till May? If we do, I believe we can have an exciting end to the finish. If we don't, and we continue to change our standards from game to game, we'll find some issues and complications like we have.
You have questioned the players that sometimes this season, that these performances against Braga give you that encouragement that it is there, the mentality is there?
Well, I think the players know when they show the full level of focus and concentration and really respect the opposition and the challenge in front of them, they're capable against most teams that are out there. If we can find that, this team will have no problems, and I'm sure we can perform and make everyone happy. I think you've seen the reaction from our supporters. The support we had over in Braga was incredible, but you get that reaction because the fans can see from start to finish every single player sacrificed themselves for the team. Every single player was focused and went out with the mentality to follow a game plan, and they did it ever so well and have beat high-class opposition. So if we can do that consistently, results will follow, I'm sure.
After such a good week, and given what's happening in the title race, how vital is that a strong performance and result tomorrow at Tynecastle?
Yeah, this is a very important game for us. It's a quarter-final with the opportunity to go to Hampden for the second time, the third time actually. So we know the importance of this game. We've still got a bit of preparation to do. I apologise for not doing this press conference a bit later on after the draw, because I'm sure you wanted some words on the draw, but the reason I'm here now is because we've still got preparations to do in terms of the training session, in terms of meetings inside this room to make sure that we're fully prepared for the challenge tomorrow. We need to move on from midweek as quick as we can and move on from this draw to make sure that we're fully focused on the job in hand, because this is the most important game of the season, the next one, which is tomorrow.
How much importance do you put on the Europa League, Stephen? How much importance do you put on it in comparison with domestic challenges?
I think they're all as important as each other. I think I've answered this question before. A lot of people ask me at the beginning of the season, what's the priority? But and I know when every game comes around for Rangers, whether it be in the League Cup, the League, FA Cup or Europe, These fans follow us everywhere, near and far, and I'm not in a position where you can pick and choose the importance of games. Every game is as important as each other. That's why you take each game at a time and focus on the next challenge.
You feel yourself being increasingly excited though as you go through the rounds of Europe?
Well, I think we've got every right to be excited that we're still involved in the draw. I think the players deserve a lot of credit for the job they've done from the first qualifying round to still be involved now and to come through the tests and the challenges that have faced us so far. We deserve to be excited. And we'll enjoy the draw if we don't miss it, and then we'll park it up until the next challenge comes around, because it won't help at all us going in thinking about the European competition in tomorrow, because as you know it'll be a completely different challenge.
Do you feel like your players are almost more suited to European games, where they've got that space and they're able to express themselves and counter?
No, I think my team are suited when they're really in the zone and focused on the next challenge. It doesn't matter whether it be in Europe or what game is in front of them. If they're right mentally and they're prepared for the challenge, I think we can compete and show what we're about against any level of opposition in any competition. You know, if we eradicate mistakes by being focused, I think we'll be fine.
The last couple of times at Tynecastle, the team haven't been at the top level. Do you feel like the team sort of played into Hearts' style, or allowed them to fall into the trap of matching Hearts rather than playing their own game?
We always try and play our own game, but on the last couple of times we've been to Tynecastle, I agree with your question that we haven't been ourselves or close to our best. So the challenge tomorrow will be can the real Rangers stand up to the challenge, and can we go there and execute the game plan that we're going with, and not be drawn into someone else's style of play or fall into the fact that you're going to be in a hostile arena. We have to go there with our style in and out of possession, and if we do that to the best of our ability, I'm confident we'll get the results that we've had on a lot of occasions when we've been up here.
In saying that, the team still created chances at Tynecastle even though they've not played well. How important is it that the team start taking these chances since the break? They've been guilty of wasting a few good ones.
Yeah, we have. But I think if you put that question to any manager in the game, I think he'll give you the same answer, that if you want to be successful as a team and you want to win big football matches, you need players within your team and in your squad that when them chances come around, they need to take them. Otherwise, you'd end up going and getting results that don't suit you, draws or defeats, and that's not what you want. When you play at Rangers, you need your forward players to score goals and score them in volume to make sure that the season's a success.
Stephen, you talked about the real Rangers. You want to see the real Rangers tomorrow. Do you think you might see slightly different Hearts though, as they're in a cup competition? They might not have the shackles off because they've been struggling in the league lately.
Yeah, but that's not my concern or interest. We will always expect the best opposition when we turn up at these places. So. Do I think Hearts will take this competition very serious? Yes. Do I think they'll have confidence? Yes, because they've had 2 positive results against us, and when the Old Firm come in to places like Tynecastle, it's a big opportunity for them. But my focus and my concern is always Rangers and what we're going to produce.
How are you injury-wise?
No issues from Braga, which is good. We've obviously got a bit of a mixed day in terms of recovery and getting some work done on the pitch prior to before we leave, so we've got another session before we go, so fingers crossed everyone comes through that. There's an outside chance Jermaine Defoe could make the squad. Typing that already. So that's positive news. Obviously Canberra is not available through availability, which is a shame because I thought he was outstanding through the week. So yeah, no other injury problems to report.
Stephen, a big issue in the world just now is the coronavirus. It's starting to impact on sporting events as well. What are the club doing, or what are you doing to keep abreast of things in terms of what might happen both here and abroad?
Well, there's a meeting in place for this afternoon to discuss things around the coronavirus, but the club have prepared a strategy moving forward, and we'll do everything we can our end to obviously be careful from it.
Steve Bruce today said that he's banning shaking hands and when the team meet up in the training ground. Is that extreme for you, or is that something that you have to consider all options in?
Well, I think everyone will put their own strategy in place, I'm sure. People will have different views and different ways of going about it. So I will listen carefully to Rangers' strategy, and we'll go our way and do what we need to do. But I think everyone's obviously got to be very careful, because it seems as if it's grown a lot.
Opportunity is this for Rangers to get into another semi-final and potentially to another final this season?
Big opportunity, yes. Especially when we know how we finished last half of the season in our cup, so it's big motivation for us to go through this to next round.
Is the confidence back now, do you feel, after what's happened in Europe?
Yes, of course, that we get that confidence, and we show that we have still that spirit, and that we are 100% focused, and everyone doing what they need to do. That we are very, very good team. A little bit this half of the season, it sometimes a little bit disappeared, but as I said, we show that now in Braga against very good team, that we can play very good football, and that we are still here, and we need to replay that tomorrow.
Rangers have just been drawn against Bayer Leverkusen in the Europa League. What's your immediate thoughts on that?
Bayer Leverkusen, I don't know, we're gonna see. Still
Good challenge then, will that be?
Yeah, of course, good. Of course, that's a good challenge. It's good team. It's not coincidence that they are now where they are. So yeah, I will know much better about Bayer Leverkusen when we gonna analyze them.
How big a step up will this be in terms of the challenge, what you've faced in Europe so far this season?
As I said, I cannot talk too much now about Bayer Leverkusen because I didn't watch them. So we're gonna see later when we analyze them.
Exciting?
Yeah, of course, very excited.
And you've been linked again with a move to Roma. Is that something that you pay attention to? Is that
No. No. I don't know anything about that, and I don't know. Nothing. I don't want to comment that even. I'm still in Rangers focused 100%. That's only what matters.
I'm sure you're doing something right if you've been linked with other clubs.
Probably yes.
Is it easy to avoid the speculation and distraction?
Speculation are for portals, newspapers and things like that, not for me. For me, it's only Rangers now, and that's it.
How are you feeling after your injury?
Good. I cannot say, of course, I feel a little bit that I lost a few days of training, but fine, yes, everything is fine.
Could you feel it during the game on Wednesday? Or?
Maybe a little bit, but that's normal, nothing special, so everything is fine. The most important is that I'm healthy.
The team have a very good record when yourself and James Tavernier are both in the team, but when one of these are missing, the results seem to drop off. How important do you think it is that you both stay fit for the team?
I didn't know for that, but number says. So probably, every player is very important. That's what I think. And I think that some games this half of the season we didn't play good because one of the reasons is probably because, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 games we have been all together. Always someone, because of red cards or whatever, injuries are not here. So yeah, I think that everyone in a squad is very important to be healthy and to play.